Have you ever felt the weight of uncertainty? That subtle tremor of anxiety that runs through you when the world feels unstable. It's a primal feeling, isn't it? A throwback to a time when every rustle in the leaves could mean danger. And right now, many are feeling that. The headlines scream of market volatility, of tech giants stumbling, of economic forecasts shifting like sand. But beneath the surface of these headlines, there's a different story unfolding. A story of resilience, of surprising strength, and of opportunities quietly taking shape. We're in the thick of earnings season, that critical period where the world's largest companies lay bare their financial health. Names like Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, these aren't just companies, they're cornerstones of our modern world. And recently, their performance has been under intense scrutiny. The Magnificent Seven, as they're known, have experienced their worst start to the year since 2022. A jarring statistic, isn't it? It conjures images of a ship battling a relentless storm. But storms don't last forever. They eventually give way to calm. It's easy to get caught up in the drama, to feel the pull of fear. But what if I told you that within this turbulence, there are signals of genuine promise? Signals that suggest the narrative isn't as bleak as it appears. Despite the initial anxieties, the market has bounced back. A significant rebound, actually, over 8% from recent lows. The Nasdaq, the S&P 500, the Dow, all showing encouraging signs of recovery. It's a reminder that markets aren't monolithic entities. They're complex organisms, capable of surprising bursts of vitality. So far, a little over a third of the S&P 500 companies have reported their earnings, and the results are illuminating. Earnings growth is running at a robust 17%, with revenues up around 4%. What does that mean? It means companies are not merely surviving, they are thriving. They're managing to maintain and even improve their profit margins in the face of persistent challenges, tariffs, geopolitical tensions, a constantly shifting economic landscape. It's a testament to their adaptability, their ingenuity, and their unwavering focus on delivering value. Think of a skilled sailor navigating a treacherous sea. They don't ignore the waves, they anticipate them. They adjust their sails, they steer a steady course, and they harness the power of the wind to propel them forward. That's what smart companies are doing right now, and that's what smart investors are looking for. It's not about avoiding the waves, it's about learning to ride them. Alphabet, Google's parent company, offered a particularly encouraging start to earnings season. While the headline numbers were generally in line with expectations, a closer look revealed something remarkable. Operating margins significantly exceeded forecasts. It was a signal that beneath the surface, Alphabet is operating with greater efficiency and effectiveness than many anticipated. A small win, perhaps, but in a climate of uncertainty, even small wins can be profoundly significant. Now some may be skeptical. They may argue that the outlook remains cloudy, that the potential for further volatility is too great. And they wouldn't be entirely wrong. Uncertainty is inherent in the market. It's the price we pay for potential reward. But remember, uncertainty isn't the enemy. It's the breeding ground for opportunity. It allows us to identify undervalued assets, to make strategic investments, and to position ourselves for long-term success. Consider this. Many investors are quick to focus on the Magnificent Seven, the tech behemoths that have dominated the market for so long. But what about the companies operating outside the spotlight? The ones quietly building, innovating, and delivering consistent results. The banks, for example. The Big Six, J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley, all exceeded earnings expectations. And they did so on multiple fronts: deposits, loan growth, capital levels, trading activity. Even loan loss provisions were lower than anticipated, a clear indication that consumers are holding up remarkably well. It's a reassuring sign, a signal of underlying economic strength. Beyond the financial sector, there are compelling stories unfolding in the industrial world. Aviation, for instance, is showing signs of recovery. And the trend of onshoring, bringing manufacturing back to domestic shores, is gaining momentum. Companies like Boeing, despite recent challenges, are demonstrating remarkable resilience. They're streamlining operations, improving cash flow, and even surprising on the operating margin line. Imagine a complex machine, painstakingly reassembled and recalibrated. That's what's happening at Boeing. It's a slow process, but the potential rewards are immense. GE, the industrial giant, continues to defy expectations, consistently beating estimates and raising guidance. And companies like Vertiv and Quanta Services are benefiting from the surge in demand for data centers and electrification infrastructure. These aren't just fleeting trends, they're fundamental shifts in the global economy. The world is becoming more digital, more connected, and more sustainable. And these companies are at the forefront of that transformation. It's a landscape of hidden gems. Companies that don't necessarily dominate the headlines, but are quietly building enduring value. The key isn't to chase the latest hot stock, but to identify these resilient companies, to understand their fundamentals, and to invest with a long-term perspective. Don't be afraid to let the market come to you. Don't feel pressured to jump into the fray. Instead, patiently wait for opportunities to present themselves. Wait for pullbacks, for dips, for moments of irrational exuberance to subside. And when those moments arrive, be ready to act. Think about it like this: a gardener doesn't force a flower to bloom. They nurture the soil, they provide the water and sunlight, and they allow the flower to blossom in its own time. Similarly, successful investing isn't about timing the market perfectly. It's about creating a fertile environment for your investments to grow. It's about patience, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to your long-term goals. This isn't to say that the path forward will be easy. There will be setbacks, there will be challenges, and there will be moments of doubt. But remember, every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. Every downturn is a chance to learn, to adapt, and to emerge stronger. The market doesn't offer guarantees. It offers possibilities. And it's up to us to seize those possibilities with courage, conviction, and a clear understanding of our own values. So the next time you hear a negative headline, the next time you feel that tremor of uncertainty, remember this: beneath the surface, a story of resilience is unfolding. A story of innovation, of adaptation, and of enduring value. Don't let the noise drown out the signal. Focus on the fundamentals, embrace the opportunities, and remember that even in the darkest of storms, there is always a glimmer of hope. It's not about predicting the future, it's about preparing for it. It's about building a portfolio that can withstand the inevitable ups and downs of the market and deliver long-term, sustainable returns. It's about finding strength in the face of uncertainty and recognizing that even in the most chaotic times, there is always a path forward.